Yeah, obviously crazy excited about the win. Really excited for my seniors. They came here a long time ago, and I said it's like volunteer to be the guy in Shawshank to come here 5 years ago. Okay, here's your assignment. You're going to crawl through human feces for the next 3 miles. That's what you're going to do. And they all came and they battled. They've been unbelievable players here. They've been unbelievable leaders. This year, obviously, we've lost a lot of them, unfortunately. I said I watched the highlight video in pregame, and just about every defensive player in the highlight video hasn't dressed in a week, or some of them haven't dressed in a long time. Like, none of those guys even play here anymore. They've been out for so long. So 7 guys out on D, some fantastic football players, give up 51, give up 7, 6 plays, 74 yards on the first drive, hold them to 290 yards the rest of the way. Incredible effort by our defense kids, way underhanded, and they're better. They got better players on offense than we do on defense. Our kids battled and battled and battled and battled the whole game against an offense that has just been – they're averaging 51 points a game the last 4, and their offense has not played the second half in any of those games. I mean, they've been playing their backups. They're averaging 51 points. So the job our defense did coming off last week, amazing. Obviously, offense has been phenomenal since Minnesota came out smoking, 28 points in the first half. They just kept scoring. After the first score, which was huge, and they just kept scoring. Every time they got the ball, they kept scoring. And obviously, when you're playing a good team like OU and they're fighting, they're not going to give up. It's not like a halftime, I'm sure there's some idiot fans in media that thought the game was over, but we certainly didn't. We knew we were up against a defense. We knew every drive was going to be everything we have to not give up points. We get a stop, we don't do anything, then we get a stop, and then we put together a nice drive, and then they make a nice play on a pick. The DN makes a one-handed grab on a screen pass, and obviously that kind of turns the tide. And I started talking then. I said, guys, we've embraced this all year. We fought all year. If you thought it was going to be easy tonight against OU, when's the last time we beat them? It's been so long we don't even count the days anymore for the Battle of the Bricks. I said, it's not going to be easy. Then we settle in, and we hang in there, and then we have a debacle on the punt, and all we got to do is just don't try to punt it. Just bad snap, just go down and give our defense a chance of playing good. And then we hand them, now it's 7 points, and you know what they're thinking. We're going to beat them. They haven't beat us in forever, and they can't win close games and all that. And so we keep playing, can't really get much going offensively. Defense is battling. We get a great stop in the red zone. We really battled Poppy in the red zone. He's such a great player. We covered him. Mike Brown covered him. Josh covered him. Coy covered him. Everybody battled, and he made one heck of a touchdown catch in the third. But then they miss a field goal, and then we get the safety. We get a great punt down to the 1. The punt sets it up, and then we get a safety, gets us up 9. And then have a bad possession on defense, but then defense gets it done. So awesome team win, awesome job for our seniors. Definitely didn't want to see them leaving here without, beating OU and winning the Battle of Bricks. Obviously, we're 4-1 in the MAC East, which short time ago that was a ghost story for this team to be 4-1 against the MAC East. So we played all 5 MAC East opponents, and we beat 4 of them. So, and we played obviously a great Buffalo team. We played them 42-42 in the fourth quarter. So crazy proud of our team. We're not near as good as maybe we thought we'd be if we had all our bullets in our gun, but we're still a pretty damn good MAC football team, and obviously we got a huge challenge at Northern Illinois is tremendous, and they're whipping Toledo tonight, so that'll be a tough one on the road.
How impressed were you with your 2 top running backs, Alonzo Smith and Kenny Young, tonight?
Yeah, great first half. Zoe, I would say this, as impressed as I always am. I would say Kenny's a great play waiting to happen, and Zoe, you watch him a little bit, you think he's a really good player. If you watch him a lot, you realize he's a great player. He's just very subtle and does everything, and isn't flashy, but gets tough yards. And obviously, first half they were both rolling, and I don't know how many yards we had at halftime. We had a 73, 71, 66, 48. So you're talking 260 yards at halftime. We probably didn't have 100 yards in the second half, and still found a way to hang in and win the game.
What was going through your mind when that last Hail Mary was up in the air?
Just same thing. Can make the next play. I'm not. If you execute and you make more plays, you win. It's not luck. It's not anything. You keep fighting. You keep battling. Sometimes you don't make plays because you don't execute. Sometimes you don't make plays. Last week, besides the first drive, like last week, I didn't think we made plays because they're better. Their guy was better than our guy. Our guy was battling his tail off. He was on him. You couldn't stop him. All right, we tried everything. It wasn't like, today, like they weren't better. They're as good as us. They've got a really good football team. They've been rolling. They came in here sky high, and we came in here licking our wounds off a tough defeat. And but I just think execute the last play. It's the last play. It's Hail Mary. We all know how to do it. They know how to do it. It's odds are in our favor. If you don't execute the last play, it's not bad luck. It's because you don't execute. So we kept talking about executing and come down, and everybody, there's a ton of panic because you can hear the fans start stinking yelling. Our home fans are yelling at us as the game's unraveling. Welcome to Miami. Welcome to Miami. Our home fans are yelling at our players and coaches as the game's unraveling. That's helpful. And they can hear it. Like, the kids can hear it because they're panicked because we're going to lose. Okay, well, you got to block it out. Welcome to life. Either keep fighting, you keep digging in, you keep focused, or you panic. And if you panic, bad things happen. We panicked in the secondary against Western Michigan. In the first quarter, we panicked and we couldn't. That's why we lost to Western Michigan. We played our tails off against Western Michigan. All right, but we got back on our heels and played not to lose. And you can't play that way. Today, our kids kept playing. We said, bad snap. We talk about, hey, you haven't had bad snap in 3 years, dude. Just get the next snap. You have to punt again. All right, you have to punt again. What do? We punt it down the one. We set up the safety. You got to keep playing, make the next play, or you hit the eject button. And I get fans. We've come a long way, and it's hard to. Miami football's been down for a while, so, but our kids got to learn. That makes it all the better. I just kept saying, defense, we sign up for this shit. We're not very good right now. We got to find and make a play. We're gonna make a play to win the game. Like, somebody's got to make a play to win the game. That's what it's about. When no one believes somebody, and if you don't win, and you just keep being the team that's so. Our kids stuck in there and fought their tails off. I'm crazy proud of them.
How much of a relief is it for this program to finally beat OU?
Great, it's a huge relief, huge. Win the battle. Is there a trophy or anything? I was waiting for the trophy to come storming. There's no trophy for the day. When we talk about this rivalry, we don't even have a trophy for it. I just assume there's a trophy. We haven't won it, in 50 years, but. How can it be such a rivalry? There's no even damn trophy. I'll pitch in if they. It's a pretty big deal. And I'm like, where's the dang trophy? I guess it's not that big a deal. No one can afford a trophy for the rivalry. It just shows how cheap these schools are in this league.
So it is a relief.
It's ridiculous. So huge relief, yes. And great for our seniors. You look at those seniors. It's more huge relief, no doubt, but more happy for our seniors. That's all I talked about before we went in the field. Seniors have battled My goal tonight is to give everything I can to help this football team win for these seniors. And I want everybody to win. I want Miami fans to be happy. I want to win the Battle of the Bricks. But I want those seniors not to go in the locker room tonight knowing that they never got it done against OU, even though they played hard. And, so for those guys to win the rivalry game is pretty special for me.
You mentioned, I guess a lot of people might remember as you mentioned, the snap and the punt that went the other way. But really, the punting game was helped out a lot in terms of position. He dropped a couple really nice punts in there, and as far as field position.
Yeah, it was great. Other than when you give up 7 points, it's hard to say it's great. But set up the 2 points. The punt out on the half-yard line set up the 2 points that we win by. So, and again, that's why you got to keep moving forward and keep. We've had a good snapper punter for a long time, and they had a bad play, and it went bad, and it made it 28-21, and everybody. That's when you got to talk a lot. We were talking a lot, like, hey guys, this is it, and then they come back, and put it out on the one, and that sets up the 2 points that you win by. That play. No, if you remember the safety, you remember how they got it down. There was a punt on the half-yard line, and then we stuffed them on first down, which was huge, and they tried to throw it, and we found a way. It was kind of far away from me. I can't see that far, but we stepped out of the back of the end zone or something. It was awesome.
Was there any substantial difference between what OU tried to do in the second half or what you guys were doing? I don't know about either changes on. For you
I don't think they
changes
did.
for
They
them.
do what they do so well. They always do it. They probably brought a little more of their smoke pressure, which is their main pressure, but. We got a little bit out of rhythm. If we don't throw the pick, we were putting it. It was their second drive. First drive, nothing, but then second drive, we got the ball on the 2 or 1, and we come out of there, and we're rolling, and we're running the ball, and we're mixing in some passes, and and then the pick kind of got their head up and got to 28-14 after a short field, and then the punt debacle. So we kind of got. We'll have to watch it. I don't think there's a ton different, but we got a little bit out of rhythm and. We're trying to use clock. In first half, we're kind of going fast, and you want to go fast with the 28-7 lead at half. So sometimes you hurt yourself a little bit by slowing it down.
Would you say that first half that you guys put together might be the best half you guys played this year?
Yeah, I think so. We came out kind of clicking on all cylinders. I think we had 5 possessions, scored 4 of them. It felt really good offensively. Kind of felt like we could, do everything we practiced all week on them, and. It all started up front. O-line did awesome. We were able to get the ball to our playmakers in space. Just really executed everything we've been practicing all week, and the guys did a great job. Got some momentum, just kind of kept it rolling all first half. I would say it was probably the best half we've had all year.
How much pressure did you put on yourself coming in, and your teammates coming into this week?
Not at all. Not really any pressure at all. I think it all starts with the game plan. We came in the day after we played Buffalo last week. Started getting on them, started getting their looks down. Coach Kaler put together a great game plan. Coach Barnett, all the offensive coaches. And then, we just came out and executed. There's really no pressure. I mean, our offense been doing really well the last 7 weeks. Quite truthfully, probably a stretch of offensive ball that we haven't seen here at Miami in the great tradition that we have. So if anything, is just the complete opposite, just really confident, really, really sure going forward what we're doing and just really believing in what we have offensively from scheme to the players to, just how we've kind of stuck together all year. So it felt really good going into the game.
And then what did Coach Martin say to you guys in the locker room after the game, and what was that locker room scene like?
He was honest. He didn't really let up. I think going into the locker room, everyone was obviously really excited. Coach Martin kind of came in and put his foot down and said, "Hey, it's going to be a messy second half. It's going to be up and down. You got to keep your head up. You got to make plays, and we just got to keep moving forward." And it's a 60-minute game. It's not 30 minutes. He's been preaching that all week, so that was kind of the message he delivered us at halftime. And yeah, I mean, it was messy, and he definitely had some ups and downs, but it was great to see our guys come out with a win like that, not to let it get away from us, and kind of go out there and squeak out of there with a W.
How much of a relief is it for you as a senior to beat OU and then as a team to finally put away a close game?
It feels great. Honestly, this is a huge win for our program. We talked about this being a huge win for our university. It feels amazing as a senior, I'm not going to lie. We got a group of guys, a special group of seniors down there who've been through a lot, kind of came here ground zero. To come here and to just keep fighting all 5 years we've been here and come out with a win, that was huge. And then obviously, huge win for our team. Moving forward, we got 2 left and, put us in a great spot in our half of the league and, really the best spot we wanted to be in. So, now it's just time to get ready for NIU.
You guys seem to get it done in the red zone once again tonight. And looking at the league stats, Miami's really up there. I think back to, say, probably when you first got here, red zone was, a problem about what options were available and getting it done. How's it feel to have this kind of, production in the red zone when you're leaving?
It feels great. There's definitely key situations that, we preach as an offense. Third down's one of them, taking care of the ball, executing. I think we have a great execution rate. Red zone's the other one. You can't go backwards in the red zone. You can't turn the ball over. We know when we're in the red zone, we got points. And, we've been in the red zone pretty frequently this year. And I think our offense has done a great job just understanding the situation and taking care of the ball. But, not only that, kind of going up and above and beyond that is just putting the ball in the end zone. I don't think we had to use our field goal kicker today, which is good. It means we're scoring points. So, just really proud of the team, really proud of the guys up front. Those guys have been fighting and scratching all year. They don't get nearly enough credit. And then, we just got the ball to our playmakers and, Kenny and Zoe, and, usually good stuff when they get the ball, good stuff happens. So couldn't be happy for these guys.
Go through the game-winning play, which you probably don't hear often as a defensive lineman, do you? But, I mean, yeah, those were the points that were the difference. Can you go through that play for us?
You're right. I definitely don't hear that a lot as a D lineman, but we had a good game plan. We ran one of our stunts up front. The guy outside me, I want to say it was Cam Turner. I knew he was going to come down hard. I knew basically after that I'd have to scrape, and he almost got the safety himself, which was a great play on his part. But he flushed him right out to me, and it worked just like it was in practice. I wasn't feeling like I wasn't going to work. It was exactly how we expected it to be.
How much of a relief is it for you as a program to finally beat an in-state rival in OU and then put away a close game?
It's definitely 2 huge momentum factors for us. I mean, I know we haven't beat Ohio, I want to say, in 5-6 years. So definitely getting over that hump was huge, and it gives us a ton of momentum going into Northern Illinois, who I know is a very good team as well. And definitely finally finishing a game. We got a big it boosted our momentum as well. We know now we can finish a game that we finally had to go in our favor, and now that we're not going to let that feeling go away, we're going to finish every game that way.
Coach alluded a little bit to, how it's gone through the course of the year of losing people, especially on the defensive side. How have you guys been able to keep it together and keep a viable defense out there that can turn in a performance and when you need it?
The whole defense, we have this next man up approach. We've been having that the whole year, the whole season. One guy gets hurt, we're confident in his backup. The twos become threes become twos become ones. It's literally just the next man up. The talent does not go down at all. Everyone's confident in their play. Everyone practices the way that they're going to be a starter, and it shows when everyone's on the field.